Today we are going to be reading the Trader Joe's Holiday Guide. That's the Fearless Flyer 2025 Winter Edition. Winter Edition, Winter Edition. As you can see, my house is very festive. We have garlands on the top of our walls, I guess, like lining the tops of our walls. Behind me, I have my Cookie Monster tree, my Christmas tree. And to the left of me, right above my microphone, you can probably see a little black ball, which is my little cat. So she'll be keeping us some company for the time being. I hope you all had a wonderful holiday season if you celebrate the holidays. I know it's been a couple of weeks, but I am so excited to be back to my routine and to be getting out new videos to you every Sunday. So definitely subscribe. If you like this video, we're gonna go ahead and get started on the Trader Joe's Fearless Flyer 2025 Winter Edition. First and foremost, we'll start with some of the graphics up top. They're absolutely adorable. Right up at the top, we have a little star cookie, and then we also have some sort of wintry festive plant that's also reflected on the other side with a gingerbread man cookie. For cookie season, oh my gosh, Christmas season, I have been making a lot of cookies. I made Christmas crack, I made lazy turtles, I made cherry choo-choos. They're all really good. And of course I made peanut butter cookies with little Hershey kisses in them, and sugar cookies as well. And then my boyfriend's family is also making butter cookies and Chex Mix and all that good stuff. So I'm very excited. It's the season for, warming yourself up and being with others. Anyway, I'm yapping here. Let's get right into it. Cashel blue cheese potato chips. Of the many extraordinary culinary exports that Ireland is famed for, two of our absolute favorites are its hearty, homey potatoes and creamy, full-flavored cheeses. So when one of our buyers happened upon both of them combined into one superbly savory snack, you can imagine how excited we were. In fact, you don't have to imagine, because Trader Joe's Cashel Blue Cheese Irish Potato Chips are back. Made for us by an esteemed Irish supplier, using Irish potatoes and flavored Cashel blue cheese. These satisfyingly crisp chips bring a bit of elevated Emerald Isle elegance to any snacking situation. Cashel Blue is largely considered to be Ireland's most popular cheese, and with every bite of these chips, you'll see why. Even when translated into the context of a potato chip, Cashel Blue's cool creaminess and ripe, piquant overtones clearly come through. In addition to making a lovely side salad, soup, or sandwich, we find that their rich flavor makes them a prime candidate for serving alongside other cheeses and charcuterie, along with a glass of crisp white wine or whiskey, of course. Just be sure to pick up a bag sooner than later, because Trader Joe's Cashel Blue Cheese potato chips are only available during the holidays. I used to be a really big fan of blue cheese when I was younger, and then I feel like I sort of phased out of it, but it's very possible that I'm back. Now, right next to the Trader Joe's blue cheese chips, right next to that article, we have these carolers here, and they're saying, "For Joe's worth a darn tootin', there's simply no substituting. And get this, we've got no gluten at DJ's this year. Hopefully you could hear the melody in my whispers. Now the next item is organic fig and honey batard. Batard. I don't really know what that is actually. Nothing says French bread like the iconic baguette seen in many market tote bag. But what about this Sveltes bread's more rotund presentation? Batard. For our money, this lesser-known shape is equally delicious, especially in the form of Trader Joe's savory, sweet, organic fig and honey batard. It comes to us from a French bakery that specializes in organic, artisanal bread, where expert makers mix dried figs and honey into traditional French bread dough for a bit of sweetness and pops of subtle fruit flavor. The dough is then shaped into an oblong loaf and baked until light golden brown. Soft and airy on the inside, it's best enjoyed after warming and crisping in the oven according to package directions. The sweetness of organic fig and honey batard makes it delightful on its own and a wonderful match for strong and salty flavors. Slice to your desired thickness and keep it simple with a spread of salted butter, or take things up a notch with slices of English cheddar with champagne. The little graphic is somebody holding up the batard bread and they're saying it doesn't get batard than this. Maybe it's pronounced battered. Doesn't get any battered than this. Okay, the next item that we have on this list is the gloriously gluten-free candy cane JoJo's. Candy cane JoJo's. Returning to our shelves for 2025 with some dazzling new box art, Trader Joe's gluten-free candy cane JoJo's are a tasty testament to taking something good. A chocolate sandwich cookie filled with peppermint flavored cream that's studded with crunchy bits of broken up candy cane. And making it even better, made with an ingenious mix of rice flour, oat flour, and tapioca starch, they offer everything you could want in a classic, sweet, wintry confection, and just happen to do so while being totally gluten-free. We find that they add a ton of visual pizzazz to your holiday cookie board and bring a pop of flavor and texture to your bowl of ice cream. In fact, serious gluten-free candy cane JoJo's fans have been known to crumble them up over 2 scoops of Trader Joe's candy cane JoJo's ice cream. Wow. You'll find them in our cookie section until we run out. Honestly, those sound really good. I feel like that would be such a great addition to a cookie box. But I do have a lot of cookies, like I mentioned. Ooh, this sounds really good. Our next item is a peppermint brookie. We're no rookies when it comes to brookies. If you're a fan of Trader Joe's bakery section, you've no doubt enjoyed our original brookie, that double-decker confection with rich Inside this reindeer, however, lies a playful twist. A handful of red, nose-shaped gummy candies, which happen to be gelatin-free. Made for us in the United Kingdom by the same clever confectioner behind our break-apart bunny, this reindeer isn't just for admiring in a stocking or mantle. No waxy, flavorless stuff here, folks. It's formed from some darn good chocolate and made to be broken apart and truly savored. Whether you start with a nibble on the antlers, break off a piece of a hoof, or dive straight into the gummy-filled center, our break-apart reindeer offers a celebration of the holidays in every bite. That is so cute. I feel like I'm not a huge fan of chocolate and gummies together, but it's very possible that it's actually really fun. And the graphic for this item are two reindeers talking to each other. One of the reindeers is saying, "To my favorite reindeer who always makes me go places." Oh, he's reading that off the card of the gift. And then the other reindeer is saying, "Ah, Rudolph, are you blushing, or is that just your nose thing? I genuinely can't tell." That's fun. Let me know in the comments if you like gummies and chocolate put together. I am not a huge fan. I feel like chocolate covered gummy bears have never been very appealing to me. But there's always time to try new things or old things again. Now let's move on to the next item, which is a panettone and chocolate gelato style frozen dessert. I love the panettone or panettone. Originally from Milan, panettone is a festive, sweet Italian bread and is an anticipated dessert on our shelves during the holiday season. Inspired by Milanese flavors, we present a fun twist on this iconic cake in a unique and exclusive to DJs within the US, we might add, format. Trader Joe's panettone and chocolate gelato style frozen dessert. Our Italian supplier formulated a rich, sweet panettone flavored base with marble chocolate syrup swirls throughout to create the effect of the beloved bread. Taking it a delicious step further, sweet pieces of pandoro bread and candied citrus peel are added, supplied from our expert bakers from the Genoa region, to give additional texture and pops of flavor. You pair this tantalizing gelato with sweet wines like Moscato d'Asti or a glass of Prosecco for a decadent after-dinner treat. It is a seasonal ice cream, so it's only around for the winter season. So if you are interested in that, they say to, run, don't walk. It sounds really good. I honestly would be very interested in trying something like this. I really like when ice creams have a little piece of like cookie or bread, not bread, but you know what I mean. There's a, what is it called? Cream puff. There's a cream puff ice cream from Jenny's Ice Creams that I got one time with the golf wang drop that they paired with them. And it was really, really good. I love the little pieces of cream puff. It was so delicious. Our next item is doubling down on triple ginger brew. Doubling down. We're big fans of ginger here at Trader Joe's. It delivers just the kind of sweet, spicy, and invigorating sensations that always leave us wanting more. Luckily, more is precisely what you'll get with Trader Joe's triple ginger brew. A TJ's holiday favorite that's returning for its 12th anniversary. When we originally set out to create triple ginger brew, those many years ago, we kept finding that most of what was out there on the market was a little lacking in the ginger department. We tasted sample after sample until we finally found what we were looking for: a bold brew with a big bite. Courtesy of the substantial amount of fresh ginger added during the brewing process, they sell. It's like $10 just for one of those. But when you buy them at Costco, it's a lot cheaper. Now we're on to page 3 of the Fearless Flyer, and our next item is, come on, it's lovely weather. The holiday season is a time for many things. Gathering with friends and family, reflecting on the years that passed, planning for the year to come, and of course, it's also a time for cookies. Lots and lots of cookies. Although we have cookies all year round, of course, our buyers especially delight in dreaming up holiday cookies for our customers. For this year's holiday season, we're introducing a true triumph in the field of cookiedom: Trader Joe's Sleigh Ride Cookies. Our supplier mixes in some crushed candy cane pieces and broken up candy cane JoJo's into a sweet and buttery sugar cookie dough base. Biting into this cookie is a wonderfully wintry experience, full of soft, creamy, and crunchy textures, and satisfyingly sweet and minty flavors. It's the kind of cookie one might enjoy while snuggled up with a loved one, for breaking out when friends come calling, or for snacking on in between singing a chorus or two. It's also the kind of cookie you'll find only at Trader Joe's, now through the end of the season. Take the road before you to your neighborhood Trader Joe's cookie aisle while supplies last. Our next item is 22-inch pine cone wreaths for $12.99. Going back at least as far as ancient Greece, wreaths have been used by countless cultures as a symbol for the changing seasons, fertility, honor, virtue, and eternal life. And you thought it was just festive. At Trader Joe's, our 22-inch pine cone wreaths can represent all of those things, if you like. We like to think they also represent terrific value. Constructed primarily from lush, gorgeous fir boughs, the longest lasting of all needled greenery, our wreaths come accented with a variety of fragrant sprigs and branches, and finished with hand-picked pine cones. Each pine cone wreath is ready to hang on your door, or it can be dressed up even further with a bow, ribbon, homemade crafts, or other festive trimmings. Our incredible price of $12.99 for this top quality 22-inch wreath may just be the best gift you receive this holiday season. Wreaths of this quality tend to run for $30 or higher elsewhere. Interesting. I don't currently have a wreath on my door, but I do have some leaves that I pressed earlier this fall, as well as some dried oranges that I hung on the door because it matched with my lemon doormat. Our next item is the milk chocolate coin and coins of the world. Trader Joe's is your one-stop shop for confectionery currency during the holidays. If you're looking for a change on a global scale, and really, who among us isn't, we have Trader Joe's coins of the world, struck in the shape of various euros, francs, pounds, and US coins too. If you're more in the mood for a decidedly larger denomination, you'll also love our 5-inch diameter Trader Joe's, the milk chocolate coin. Not a milk chocolate coin, mind you, the milk chocolate coin. This considerable coinage has most decidedly earned its definite article. Both are made for us by the same celebrated supplier, using delightfully rich and creamy milk chocolate, which has a soft, satisfying bite and melts most agreeably in one's mouth. Both make excellent gifts. We particularly like using our chocolate coins of the world as a Hanukkah gift, as well as wonderfully whimsical additions to a dessert spread centerpiece. Just be aware, both style of coin are also a tremendous value. They certainly won't be in circulation for long. Step up your snacking game. Step up your snacking game. Looking for savory holiday snacking options? Step right up to Trader Joe's favorites as honey mustard pretzel pieces, chili lemon corn sticks, honey roasted peanuts, and even our very own Trader Joe's cheddar rocket crackers. Looking for something with a little more heat? Our seasonal Trader Joe's Stepping It Up spicy snack bar mix adds a spicy spin to the original sweet, savory synthesis. This version includes sweet jalapeno pretzel pieces, spicy cheese corn sticks, spiced chili almonds, and crispy chili lemon corn nuggets. It's got a nice bit of heat to it, not too hot, mind you, just enough spice to give your taste buds a little thrill. Both mixes are packed to satisfy your snacking needs with their delightful variety of flavors and textures, which also happen to pair perfectly with a frosty glass of your favorite beer or bubbly beverage. Our next item is brewing up something wintry and wonderful. The word wintry classically points to something cold and bleak, but in the case of Trader Joe's Wintry Blend coffee, you get precisely the opposite. In fact, you might call it warm and lush. The warmth comes from the blend of 100% South American Arabica coffee beans that are roasted to a smooth, medium dark Vienna roast. The lushness comes from the addition of whole green and red peppercorns, fresh whole cloves, and chunks of cinnamon. In other words, our wintry blend coffee is not flavored per se, it's spiked with spices. The combination of smooth, medium dark coffee beans and fresh, whole spices yields a cup that is warm and lush indeed. Freshly brewed, it's the remedy for chilly winter mornings, especially when sipped alongside a buttered, toasted slice of organic fig and honey bread. It also makes an ideal partner for a plate of holiday cookies, like tart cherry and pecan shortbread and Danish ginger snaps. I love a fun coffee, and I feel like the addition of spices to the coffee is very interesting. I feel like most of the time I'm only seeing flavored grounds. The next item that we have is gingerbread oat creamer. Gingerbread oat creamer. Following its auspicious holiday 2024 debut, Trader Joe's gingerbread oat creamer is back for 2025 and ready to delight coffee fans and dairy dodgers everywhere. It's unbelievably smooth, boasts a rich consistency, and like the nibble of a gingerbread cookie, you can taste all the warm spices, including cinnamon, nutmeg, cardamom, and ginger, that contribute to the traditional gingerbread flavor. In fact, you can even see the spices in the slightly speckled liquid. Drop a splash of gingerbread oat creamer into your hot coffee or tea to bring the festive feels of the season. Pair your gingerbread-dized beverage with a thick slice of still warm from the oven cake made with DJ's gingerbread cake mix. Or take breakfast up a seasonal notch by soaking slices of bread in this creamer for a delicious gingerbread French toast. Wow, I would have never thought about using creamer for French toast, but I suppose it makes perfect sense. Our next item is bourbon vanilla bean syrup. Bourbon vanilla bean syrup. And I also just realized that with my fall series, I was using some sort of tapping item. So I know I didn't do this for the first couple of items, but I'm going to bring out this little elf baby that I got crazy of noises. But I guess I can just hold him up. I don't really know. I'll try and find some more wintry items to use as a tapping. So, like I was saying, our next item is bourbon vanilla bean syrup. Bourbon vanilla bean syrup. Did you know that bourbon vanilla doesn't actually contain bourbon? Only vanilla harvested from islands in the Indian Ocean, like Isle Bourbon, known as Reunion, can be called bourbon vanilla, and that's precisely what you'll find in each bottle of Trader Joe's bourbon vanilla bean syrup. Our supplier on the island of Mauritius, east of Madagascar, incorporates triple-fold concentrated bourbon vanilla into a caramelized sugar syrup and adds a generous amount of vanilla bean seeds. The resulting syrup offers intense aromas and rich flavors of vanilla in every spoonful, a true delight for any vanilla lover. Give it a good shake to disperse the seeds throughout the amber syrup, then add it to your coffee, latte, or tea for a robust burst of vanilla in each sip. In addition to channeling your inner barista, you can even brush the syrup on cake layers, drizzle it over ice cream, or stir it into a fruit salad for a little something extra. Packed in a handsome glass bottle, Trader Joe's bourbon vanilla bean syrup will give any at-home coffee bar or cart setup an added touch of luxury for less than the cost of a single latte at your local coffee shop. Coffee shop, coffee shop. Our next item is cinnamon sugar waffles. Cinnamon sugar waffles. There's no waffling about it. Your neighborhood Trader Joe's is the place to go when you need to stock your freezer. And wouldn't you know it, our new cinnamon sugar waffles are here just in time for your holiday haul. Made with a fragrant cinnamon-infused batter and dotted with cinnamon sugar bits throughout, these waffles are the epitome of cozy. Pop them in the toaster, oven, or air fryer. Breathe in their cinnamony goodness and serve with a pat of TJ's cultured butter for a quick breakfast. Or gild the lily and serve them with a scoop of TJ's panettone and chocolate gelato style frozen dessert for a dreamy ice cream sandwich. You might even use them as the bread in an almond butter and apricot preserve sandwich. You can try them at every meal and decide for yourself. The world is your waffle, as they say. Maybe they don't, but they should. And there is a graphic near the bottom corner of the page that says, "And to think, I always used to say I wasn't a morning person." And there's a person sitting at a breakfast table with a cup of coffee and some waffles. And they have the oat creamer, the breakfast blend coffee, or wintry blend coffee rather. They have the cinnamon waffles and they also have the vanilla syrup. So very, very cool that they're using everything on this page. Our next item is for all your nog needs. For all your nog needs. If any drink has earned a place in the Holiday Beverage Hall of Fame, it's eggnog. Should such a hall ever exist, never say never. Eggnog's jersey would hang right alongside those of hot cocoa and spiced apple cider, and in my opinion, also the coquito, honoring its unfailing ability to turn a cold night cozy. In fact, eggnog's icon status has afforded it to such a fervent fan base in our stores that we offer several versions of the stuff, including both Trader Joe's eggnog and our dairy-free Trader Joe's eggnog, the latter of which delivers the same creamy nutmeg-infused experience, but with an oat base rather than dairy. Whether you'd prefer to sip a glass while opening presents on Christmas morning, or enjoy a tumbler full with a splash of rum, perhaps, in front of the fireplace, both nogs are up for the job. And for those who dream of eggnog-filled mornings, we also offer Trader Joe's Eggnog Greek Yogurt, which we find makes a fantastically festive parfait when mixed with one of our seasonal granolas. When you need nog, Trader Joe's Dairy Case is the place. That is honestly really amazing about the eggnog Greek yogurt. That is definitely something that I would be interested in trying. I love yogurt and granola, and I am always looking for ways to spice things up. I usually just get different granolas or different fruits to put into things, but granola seems to be really expensive, so I've also tried making my own. I don't know. I'm just blabbering on here. Our next item is pomegranates for $2.99. There are those who theorize that the Garden of Eden's forbidden fruit was originally represented as a pomegranate. The name, after all, means seeded apple, rather than an actual apple. We've tasted pomegranates. We know how tempting they are. We aren't in any position to refute this theory. And frankly, had any inhabitants of Eden known of the superior health benefits of pomegranates, they may have given in to temptation even faster. Trader Joe's pomegranates are as tempting as any earthly delight. They're really big, about 3.5 inches in diameter, filled with hundreds of juicy red arils, which in turn are filled with edible seeds. Getting to the seeds can be a messy endeavor. It's worth it though, once you taste the fresh, juicy, ruby red jewels within. The rinds can actually be useful in their own way, should you be inclined to devote your time to complex craft projects. We recommend enjoying them as nutritious snacks, sprinkling them over everything from salads and cereal to oatmeal and ice cream. Wow, I love pomegranates. Honestly, I've never bought a full pomegranate myself. I've only had pomegranate seeds already out of the fruit, so I think it would be interesting to try it out. Our next item is chocolate mascarpone. Chocolate mascarpone. A bit like a sweeter, more buttery, and more ineffably Italian version of cream cheese, mascarpone is a dessert devotee's best friend. Aside from being an indispensable ingredient in many superb sweet treats like tiramisu and no-bake cheesecake, it's also a terrific topping for fresh fruit and a wonderful way to add body to cake batters and mousses. Trader Joe's chocolate mascarpone is all of these things and more. More what exactly? More chocolatey. Each tub is made with rich and superlatively smooth mascarpone that has been flavored with cocoa powder and silky texture. We love using it as a dip for berries or holiday cookies, and we're especially fond of plopping a dollop on a waffle, pancake, or piece of French toast. And this item is only available during the holiday season, and it's available in the cheese case. The next item is all butter everything. All butter everything. What makes shortbread short? Short refers to the cookie's crumbly, melt-in-your-mouth texture, achieved through the simple yet mouth-watering combination of flour, butter, and sugar. We should make this article short. Tell you to simply buy a box of Trader Joe's all-butter tart, cherry, and pecan shortbread cookies, and taste for yourself what makes them so wonderful. But then it wouldn't be a Fearless Flyer article now, would it? Made for us in small batches by a supplier in the UK, these scrumptious shortbread cookies include pecans, dried tart cherries, a hint of vanilla extract, and plenty of butter. In fact, each cookie's composition is nearly 1/4 butter by weight. Before baking them to a crisp, pale golden brown, our supplier makes a dotted impression in each cookie, a process that creates a visual aesthetic of classic shortbread and, more importantly, allows steam to escape during baking. This is the key to developing their delightfully buttery, crumbly texture, not to mention their understated, elegant appearance that makes them a welcome addition to a dessert board or holiday cookie box. Yum, I love butter cookies, but it is a lot to realize that each cookie is 1/4 of butter by weight. That is a lot. I feel like a similar fact was made in the previous Fearless Flyer, so I wonder if that's something that they include for all of their shortbread cookies. Okay, friends, that was the end of page 5. Our next item is 1, 2, 3, roasted turkey. While eating roasted turkey may always be a welcome activity during the holidays, actually preparing it, dressing, buttering, seasoning, et al. Isn't always on your list of things I want to do today. Thankfully, Trader Joe's herb-seasoned brined bone-in half turkey makes roasting a turkey easy as 1, 2, 3. You see, we've split an all-natural, no antibiotics ever bone-in turkey right down the middle and brined it with a mix of traditional poultry spices. Before we vacuum seal it for freshness, we top it with a disc of compound butter and a sprig of fresh rosemary. All you have to do at home is 1. Open the package and place the half turkey and contents into a roasting pan. 2. Tuck the butter disc between the skin and breast. And 3. Roast it in your oven for about an hour or so. Because the half turkey sits, the bird cooks evenly and the skin easily crisps to a golden brown. And I guess I believe they have been missed because they start December 11th and go through the end of the year. So, catch them next time. The next item is seasoned lamb shoulder rack. Whether you're in need of a striking center-of-the-plate option for a big holiday feast, or just something dependably delicious for weeknight dinners and meal prep, Trader Joe's always has a plethora of proteins at the ready. Take, for instance, Trader Joe's seasoned lamb shoulder rack, made with lamb sourced from Australia. Each of these hearty, hefty shoulder racks come pre-seasoned with a mix of aromatic herbs and sesame seeds, which means that they're ready to cook just as soon as you bring them home. It also means it's never been easier to have a texturally tender, superbly savory spiced protein prepped for any kind of meal. We find that this lamb shoulder rack is particularly great when slow roasted. About 2.5 hours at 300 degrees Fahrenheit will yield an especially tender bite. From there, you're free to accessorize with your favorite sides, like roasted carrots, loaded mashed potatoes, or butternut squash au gratin. The graphic is two people speaking with each other. Honestly, they both look like jesters, but one seems to be a king, and then the other one is a bird guy. So the king says, "These pre-seasoned proteins from TJ's have saved me so much time. I'm thinking of taking up a new hobby." And then the birder, or falcon wrist, says, "Well, well, well, I and a little friend called Falconry have been waiting for this day." That's really random. I feel like it barely has anything to do with the lamb shoulder rack, but I do understand that it saves him time, so I don't know, it's just random. Okay, so the next article is a kaleidoscope of carrots. Kaleidoscope. And I will show you. The article has a very colorful title and also has a beautiful round display of carrots at the bottom, which show carrots of various different colors, which I love because, in my opinion, they usually taste pretty similar, but it's just fun to have a different color carrot, you know? Did you know, a few hundred years ago, carrots came in pretty much any color but orange? It wasn't until the Dutch combined a yellow carrot with a red one that they developed the iconic orange carrot in honor of their national color. These new carrots took hold and became the standard by which other carrots are judged. These days, the colorful originals are making a comeback, and while we're big fans of orange carrots, we also have a strong affinity for organic carrots of many colors. Every 2-pound bag is filled with a random assortment of yellow, red, purple, and of course, orange carrots. They all taste like carrots, no surprise there, but their color really pops on a plate. Slice these vibrant taproots into spears, present them on a tray, and serve with your favorite dip, or toss them with olive oil, salt, and pepper, and roast them in a 400-degree oven for about 20 minutes. Their hues will subdue when cooked, but their naturally sweet flavor will truly shine. This is actually quite funny. I didn't realize that this wasn't part of the article initially, but underneath the, let's see if it'll focus, underneath the graphic of the carrots, it says, "Sadly, puce, chartreuse, and plaid carrots were not available for this year's flyer, or, indeed, in general." Now that is silly. I'll also randomly add that there is a note on the very back page of the Fearless flyer that says, "Printed with soy-based inks for mental consumption only." That is so funny. I always feel like Trader Joe's has the funniest puns, and just it's a very silly store. I really love it there. I was recently talking to my friend, and she said that when we do move from our apartment, we should very much consider minutes away from our nearest Trader Joe's. So it just really breaks my heart. Trader Joe's is my closest grocery store, and I absolutely love it. Trader Joe's, please sponsor me. Okay, the last item for today's video is loaded. Oh wait, let me get my little baby here. Loaded mashed potatoes. Loaded mashed potatoes. If the prevalence of dishes like loaded baked potatoes and loaded potato skins indicates one thing, it's that spuds are among the most structurally sound starches around. Okay, it's obvious that people love to pile ingredients on potatoes because they excel at supporting other flavors, not just because of their architectural advantages. But there is something significant to the fact that a potato's physical composition is hefty enough to hold onto all sorts of fixings without being overtaken by them. And it's something that's wonderfully evident in every bite of Trader Joe's loaded mashed potatoes. Loaded. Each 16-ounce tray contains a hearty portion of creamy, marvelously mashed potatoes, which our supplier has lovingly loaded up with shreds of sharp cheddar cheese, tangy sour cream, sliced scallions, and smoky bits of uncured bacon. Altogether, it creates a phenomenal flavor profile that mixes the maximalist joy of fully loaded baked potato with the smooth consistency of mashed potatoes. After only a few minutes in the microwave, or a little longer in the conventional oven, you'll have a fantastic side dish for everything from weeknight dinners to big holiday feasts. Delicious. I love loaded potatoes, whether it's baked or loaded potato skins, or, mashed potato sounds great, but loaded baked potato soup, oh, so good. So I can't imagine that those would be anything but. So that is going to be it for tonight's video. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed. If you're watching it while at work or while you're settling down, or if you're asleep, then I hope you're having wonderful, lovely dreams. I will definitely be posting a part 2, potentially even a part 3. These Fearless Flyers are really packed with writing, so I always think that I'm going to be able to do it in 1, maybe 2 parts, and then I end up having to split a lot of it up because they are so long, and sometimes it takes a little longer for me to record those videos. So I hope that you had a lot of fun here today. I hope that you enjoyed this little elf baby. And I will see you next time. If you're interested in a Twilight podcast, I'll have that link down below. We have new episodes every Twilight Tuesday. Restarting this upcoming Tuesday in January, and we are reading some fan fiction. We're also reading the first Twilight book. If you have any ideas for other types of ASMR videos that you want to see, definitely let me know down in the comments. My sister requested that I do some water bowl and water jar tapping, so I'm gonna try and sneak one of those in to you soon. So until then, I hope you have a beautiful week, a beautiful day, or even just a beautiful hour. You